everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a little while, but I thought we could catch up today. We could do a little get ready with me, and I could show you some of the things that I've been using that are my favorite. I know I haven't done a favorites in a long time. Some of these are oldies but goodies, but I've definitely added a few things. And I thought we could just like chit chat, get ready, and if you like this, maybe I will do all of my favorites that I've used since the last time I've seen you, and even since before then. So let's just get started. I'm gonna pin my hair back, and I have already washed and moisturized my face, but starting out with just like even that, I used to have really acne prone skin, and back in the day growing up, the only options really at the drugstore were things like Clean and Clear, Oxy, just like quintessential drugstore skincare. So I've always gravitated towards, well, I used Proactive growing up, but I always gravitated towards more high-end products because I felt like that was the only thing that worked. And I kind of had that mentality around drugstore in general, but recently I have been loving this Cerave Hydrating Cleanser. It's for normal to dry skin, and it says it's developed by dermatologists. So many people use this brand. I've actually heard doctors recommend using this brand. It's very gentle, no scent, not irritating at all. This to me actually feels like you're washing your face. The only thing that I can like kind of compare it to is like if Vaseline and water, but there's no residue. It's just very hydrating. It's really nice. And then I follow it up only at night with the resurfacing retinol serum. Now I know you can buy retinol at Sephora. Lots of, you know, brands carry their form of a retinol, but the Cerave one is really good. It's really gentle. I don't find any flaking. The only thing that to note that if you are going to use a retinol, you have to use sunscreen. But, sorry, we're like talking a lot before I get into it. This glow recipe, this is the Watermelon Glow PHA and BHA Pore Tightening Toner. I know I have definitely talked about this. This stuff is amazing, and I've had it probably for over a year, and I still have a good amount left because you only take a little bit. It's kind of like, it's kind of goopy, like it's got a weird like consistency. Then I take that and I just like rub it, and then I pat it into my skin. I'm just gonna do it in my neck because my skincare is already done. Love it, and it smells very nice. It smells really good. And then at night, I have really liked, now that you know, we have our heater on, my skin's drier. This is the Kiehl's Ultra Facial rehydrating mask with 10.5% squalene. And I like to put this all over my face. It melts into my skin and leave it on overnight, and I wake up with very hydrated skin. So I just wanted to mention those things that I've been using. They're like the things that are different in my skincare. I've actually gone ahead and moisturized my face with the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. This is really nice, but I know people love it, but it's, for the price, it's not wowing me enough to repurchase. So I would say if you have been interested in this, maybe see if you can get a sample. I don't love it. I really, really like it, but I probably won't repurchase. Let's start with my base. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Serum Crystal Elixir. So this came to me last year in the form of like a Charlotte Tilbury, you know, value gift pack. And this sat in my makeup drawer for almost a year. And then I just recently was like, my makeup looks so dry. I need something hydrating. By the way, sorry, it's been a while since I've sat down. This is like what I do for the most part every day. Maybe this is like 1 or 2 steps more than what I would do. I'm thinking like when I go to work, Zoom calls, things like that. I used to not be a huge fan of drugstore products, and maybe it was just ignorance. I never really looked at a ton, but I have been hooked on the L'Oreal True Match Nude Serum Foundation. I have 2 different colors. Neither one are my perfect match, so I mix them. I think I need the shade in between, but I can't find it. These have the droppers, which I actually don't find that the droppers work really well. I just kind of take what's on the dropper and swipe it on my face. I know that's probably not hygienic, but that's how I do it. This is the shade 3 to 4 light medium. I don't know why I thought that was a good match for me. So then I had gotten this one, which is 0.5 to 2. The range is interesting, which neither one is a really good match. So I try to mix them together depending on how tan I am. I have no tanner right now on at all. So I'm just gonna go in. See how there's like so much product on there? I'm just gonna take this and like kind of swipe it on my face. And I'm going for like a very sheer coverage. You don't want this if you like full coverage. This is a serum. It's very nice, very hydrating. I love how it looks. I think it, for the most part, lasts a pretty long time on my skin. But I think if I really prep my skin well, foundation lasts a bit longer for me. Okay, then I take this e.l.f. face brush. It's the dual-ended one. And I just blend this in. Okay, there we go. Much better. This is what it looks like close up. So like I'm still gonna see texture, but that doesn't really bother me. I would rather it look like my skin than I'm wearing a bunch of makeup. Now, I don't know what the cost is in the States, but here, I mean, this could basically be at Sephora. I believe it's like at Shoppers Drug Mart, it's $18.99, which to me is crazy that that's what I'm paying at the drugstore. But, you know, it is what it is. Sorry guys, I feel really out of practice, but you know, I woke up today just feeling refreshed, revived, and like I wanted to share my day with you. Okay, next up, I like to go in with this. This is old. This is Fenty Beauty. This is the Bright Fix Eye Illuminator in Seashell. And it's got this like little, don't love the applicator, this little domey thing. Sorry, my camera is not focusing. Come on. And I just kind of pop that on my eyelid. I need to get some eye primer, but I've probably not bought anything from Sephora in like makeup wise 6-7 months, to be honest. No, couldn't be that long. At least 6 months, like me buying stuff. Yeah, probably. I just haven't been into makeup. And I have stuff from last year. I did a big purge so that I don't know, don't have anything that I'm not really using. So that's kind of my mentality, is I don't want to have a bunch of stuff that I'm not using. There are pieces that have sentimental value, or there are pieces like my Westman Atelier that I got for Christmas last year is like, I love that. I use that when I'm going out. I don't want to waste that on everyday makeup. But you know, other things I just have gotten rid of. Okay, and then what I'll do is I'll take this little Laura Mercier powder, just take a little bit into the, just a tiny amount, and then I will set my eyelids. That's also my trick with this fluffy thing, is like my thing is, if I'm gonna try something new, for the most part, I'm gonna buy the sample size because those sample size, I find you get a lot of product in it and then you're just not wasting it. And if you don't like it, I don't feel bad like using it up and not repurchasing, opposed to like having to wait so long for me either to use it up or I give it away or I get rid of it. I don't know. So I am going to start on the eyes. Sorry, I hope you guys aren't bothered that I'm just taking my sweet old time and I like putting on makeup for me like this is actually self-care. My current like self-care routine is I love when I get up in the morning, like my favorite thing is just take a shower, like not even wash my hair, just like rinse my body. Then I get a cup of coffee and we have a window in our hallway and I set up my mirror and my makeup sits in a cabinet right beside there. And I put my coffee on the ledge, the mirror, and I turn on an audiobook and I just do my makeup. And for me, that's a really like relaxing way to start the day. I really actually look forward to that. Now, I don't do my makeup every day, but when I get the chance or even to do my skincare like that, I really enjoy it. It's something about like standing in front of the window, listening to something, and I listen to like these like silly books. I love like fictional, cozy stories. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna take this. I'm almost out of this. I like this. I think it's too dark for me. This is the Too Faced chocolate bronzer, but I'm gonna use it because I like it. I just think it's a little bit too dark for me. I'm just gonna take this on my brow bone or in my socket. I don't know. The fluffy brush and just kind of work that back and forth for a while. And that's it. Mostly try to do it as natural as possible just to give me a little bit of dimension. If I was going out, I would do this as a base and use a darker brown to, you know, really deepen it up. But again, every day, that's pretty much it. If you've been following me for a long time, this is like, this little palette thing is been used and abused. I've used it for so long. It's the Pixie by Petra Glowy Gossamer Duo in Subtle Sunset. And I only use this side. And I just like to take my ring finger. It's very pigmented. And I'm just gonna grab my mirror and just pop that on the lid. Just 3/4 of the lid. Towards the inner corner. Just to brighten it up. That's pretty much it. Okay, for my eyebrows, I won't do this on camera because it takes so long, but I still love the Benefit Goof Proof brow pencil. It's the one that has like a very triangular point to it. My favorite brow gel is the Patrick Ta, but I actually ran out of it. And you know what? I still have this Anastasia Brow Free Styling Wax, so I'm just trying to use this up. I prefer the Patrick Ta. I think it does a much better job. I have very unruly brows. If you can see, like, this grows upwards, like it should grow like this. I really have to fill them in. So I do find this does a good job, but the Patrick Ta does a better job. Let me do my brows and I'll come back. Next up, we're gonna do eyeliner, which I might have to do off camera. But I'm just gonna show you my favorite higher, let's call it high-end roller. My favorite high-end eyeliner is this roller liner by Benefit. It has a really nice long tip. I don't know if it's showing that. A great, amazing drugstore dupe is the Wet n Wild Ultra Black Breakup Proof Waterproof Liner. This has a very precise tip. Now, the issue is that I have used this one for so long. I have really struggled to use such a precise tip. I used to always use something like this. So my comfort is this one, but this is like a fraction of the price. I think this is like $6, $7 at the drugstore, which even now for drugstore prices, that's so good. And this is not. I'm just gonna stick, this is almost done, so I'm gonna have to use up the Wet n Wild one. I find if you can't get your eyeliner even, it's not the end of the world. Mascara really does help hide that. But I'm gonna move on to the face. One thing that is new, so maybe I did buy this in the past 6 months. I can't remember. I haven't bought makeup in a while, but this is the NARS Laguna Bronzing Cream. Really pretty. Looks like that. I take the IT Cosmetics, the Heavenly Complexion dual-sided brush, and I just lightly dip in, and I just start to you're actually, it says you're supposed to take it in swirling motions, but I kind of tap it in first. Tap it in. And now to set that, I'll go back with the Too Faced bronzing powder. I'm not sure it needs to be set. I just like to set it just in case. Now for blush, I have not found a blush that I love. I'm just kind of going through what I have, and the closest thing that I like, I don't love it, is this Galifornia by Benefit mini. It is pretty coral. And I just take that here. Now sometimes I'll just take it over my nose really quickly, but for the most part I try to avoid the apples because I feel like with having a rounder face, it just, and round cheeks, it helps lift my face. So another favorite of mine is actually, and I'm pretty much out, I'm not even gonna, do I dare use it? It's like I'm saving every last drop. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Okay, and I bought this a while ago. It lasts a really long time if you use it sparingly, because I just wanted the mini. I wasn't sure I wanted to make the investment on the full size. Did it really work? It really does. I think this makes your makeup last so long. I'm just gonna do one spritz. Two. I'm basically like so close to being done. I will get the full size. This is worth it. It's really good. I do find, especially with using the serum as my foundation, that it lasts, it makes the makeup last a really long time. Now, if even, and then when I do like foundation, powder, cream, like the layers on a more full like glam day, that really like holds it in place. So I think it's worth it. I'm just gonna do some mascara. This is my favorite mascara. I actually totally believe that the mascara at the drugstore is better than Sephora. Like this Telescopic mascara, like, can you see this wand? I mean, I bet everyone is just, how do you not know about this mascara? Okay. There we go. And if I'm being honest, I don't even wear lipstick. But I will wear a gloss. Actually, there is something I do. Okay. My favorite thing to do, maybe this is gross, but I actually think it looks good. I take my eyebrow pencil. I know this was a trend, but I'm still here for it. I don't hear anyone talking about it. I take my eyebrow pencil and I line my lips. I think this cool tone gray on me, like gray brown, looks nice, like that. Trust the process, okay? Now, depending on the lipstick, I I might just put a colored gloss over this. But for today, I'll just do like a little bit of a color. This is Milani Matte Naked lipstick, one of my favorites. Beautiful, from the drugstore. I'm just gonna tap it on for just some color. Like very little color. Okay? And then I'll take like a clear gloss, or usually something with some type of tint, but this one is a Huda Beauty. I got this in like a, it's in blush. I got this in like a sample kit. And I'll just put that all over to kind of blend everything together. And that's just what I'll wear on my lips. That is like my everyday makeup at home, on Zoom calls, working from home, or sometimes like going out, that sort of stuff. So those are some of my favorite products. Let me know what you think down in the comment section down below. It'll be so good to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoy. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you again for another video. Bye.